Welcome to Coffee Breaks with Beki. This is my second episode, and today we're going to be talking about being in court. A lot of times when you are in a family law case, you've probably not ever been in court before, so let's talk about that. Courts are all about respect. If you think about a criminal case, your liberty or freedom is at stake, so you would want to show that court that level of respect because you respect the proceedings that potentially could determine whether you're going to jail or you have your freedom. Similarly, in a family law case, your family is at stake, so you want to give the court that level of respect because they are deciding what's going to happen with your family. So that is the biggest thing. You're going to dress appropriately. What do I mean when I say that? For clients, I always recommend business casual. Think about going to have a job interview at an office where you might sit at a desk. What would you wear to that? Think something like that. I have a lot of tattoos, and most people know that I have them. I don't worry about that, but when I go into court, I wear a suit because the court deserves that kind of respect, and they're going to get that from me. When I'm not in court, I take my jacket off, I wear short sleeves or tank tops. I'm not worried about that. So when you're in court, you want to show that level of respect. The biggest no-nos in court as far as what you're going to wear are definitely don't wear flip-flops, and definitely don't wear shorts. It's just not appropriate. And I know there are courts where they won't even allow you in the courtroom if you're wearing flip-flops or shorts. I would also recommend against tank tops as well. But I know for sure, no flip-flops, no shorts. Secondly, I would say you need to be prepared. If you have an attorney, hopefully you've met, you guys are prepared for what the purpose of the court hearing is. The evidence already submitted or together, all of that, and you're prepared. If you don't have an attorney, bring your evidence with you. The judge may or may not want to see it, but bring it with you in case. You don't want to say, Your Honor, I have this evidence, and then they say, let me see it, and I didn't bring it with me, because then you've lost your opportunity to submit that. So if you have evidence that you're going to try to get the judge to look at, bring that with you. If you are representing yourself, make sure you know what your hearing is about and write down what you want to say. Write it down ahead of time because you're going to get nervous when you're in the courtroom and you're going to forget what you want to say. Then you're going to get outside 10 minutes later and you're like, I had all these other things I wanted to say that would have helped my case, and I forgot because I was nervous. So write it down ahead of time. There's nothing wrong with that. Speaking of writing things down, bring a notepad and pen with you. I always give my clients a notepad and pen if they haven't brought their own, so I always carry an extra one because you don't want to interrupt anybody during the proceedings. That is the one thing that judges cannot stand. That and eye rolling, facial expressions. If you don't like what the other side is saying, don't do that. Don't eye roll. Don't make all sounds like that because judges don't like that at all. So the other side is talking and they're saying something that you don't agree with. Don't bust in and interrupt them. You write it down. Your gut reaction is going to be to say they're lying, but don't do that. Everything you have, just keep it together and write it down. When it's your turn, you've written it down and you're going to respond to it. The other side said the sky is green. Your Honor, I have evidence here that the sky is actually blue. So that way you remember to respond to everything that they're saying. If you have an attorney, it's the same thing though. Don't interrupt. They're lying. Don't whisper in your attorney's ear they're lying while they're talking because your attorney is actually trying to listen to everything they're saying. Write it down, and when it's appropriate, let your attorney know what they said is a lie. Your attorney can formulate how to respond to that. So the biggest things today are going to be remember the respect that the court deserves. Always keep that in the front of your mind. When you go in that courtroom, respect everybody in there, the judge, the court reporter, the courtroom assistant, the courtroom clerk, the bailiff, the other party's attorney, the other party. You have to be respectful. It's just the way that it needs to be. So take a deep breath before you walk in there and just remember, respect. You're going to dress appropriately and you're going to come prepared. So that's what I have for today. Next week we'll talk about, whatever questions come in over the week, that's what the next week's episode is. I'm thinking we'll probably talk more about social media, if that's what you guys want to talk about, or if there's more court questions, I can answer those on the next week. I'll see what comes in over the next couple of days before I really decide what the next episode's going to be about. But I wanted to let you know that I'm really excited. My law office is actually opening officially on Tuesday, September 4th, 2018. So in about 3 weeks. I'm very excited about that. So if you're in California and you're looking for a family law attorney, go ahead and contact me and let's talk. I offer a 30-minute free consultation. All my social media sites are live. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Abraham Family Law, on Twitter at Abraham Family LA, and of course you're on my YouTube show, so subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share it with your friends. And also I almost forgot the most exciting news. Well, it's not the most exciting is that I'm opening. The other exciting news is that my website is launched. So www.abrahamfamilylaw.com. My website is live. Go check it out. I'd love your feedback. So send me your questions. You can message me on Instagram. You can message me on Facebook. Send me a tweet. You can comment below on this video. You can email me at Beki, Beki, at abrahamfamilylaw.com. And just get me the questions and I'll make sure that they get answered on a future episode of Coffee Breaks with Beki. All right? Have a great week and enjoy your coffee.